Dong, 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 dong. Yes, we've got some good stuff this week, AJ. So, starting off with, starting, I'm such a dick. Starting off with the first scaly lizard. Let's talk about Meg Ryan. Because AJ, Meg Ryan's new rom-com changes release date due to Taylor Swift's Eras movie. Now, this in itself is kind of like two stories in one. Meg Ryan's new rom-com movie has been delayed due to the release of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert film on the same day. What Happens Later, starring Ryan and David Duchovny, he of the X-Files fame, was initially set to be released on October 13. However, the film's distribution company Bleecker Street has now confirmed a new release date of November 3rd. Quote tweeting Swift's Eras Tour movie announcement, they wrote, "So we'll take our time. Are you ready for it? Meg
Yeah.
Ryan ends her 14-year rom com hiatus, and the Megassance begins with What Happens Later, now happening later, coming only to theaters November 3rd. What Happens Later isn't the only film to shift for Swift, with The Exorcist Believer, which the new trailer of which dropped today, bringing its US premiere forward from October 13th to October 6th to avoid clashing. Look what you made me do, producer Jason Blum wrote on Twitter of the news, adding that hashtag Taylor wins the release date battle. Both Blum and Bleecker Street's decision to move their release dates is likely due to huge demand for the concert film, which is already breaking box office records. Following Swift's announcement of the Eras Tour concert movie on August 31st, dig this, the AMC cinema chain quickly setting new pre-sale record. Hold on to your butts here, AJ. Taking 26 million in 3 hours. The last film to hold this record was Spider-Man No Way Home with 16.9 million. So this is insane what this concert is doing. AJ, I would like to hear your thoughts on Meg Ryan returning to doing rom-coms and Taylor Swift literally breaking the box office internet with with her new concert movie.
See, now I don't want to be disrespectful, but in that 13-year gap, I can't actually mention a Meg Ryan movie. So I kind of feel like I'm in a. She's not taking a rom com break, but she's taking a break from acting. Do you get where I'm going with this? Like, respectfully, you don't. It's not like she was cast as Black Widow for the past, in the MCU, and now she's gone back to rom com. I'm not familiar with what Meg Ryan's been doing. Like the last film in my head, instinctively, is You Got Mail. That's longer than 13 years. I appreciate, but I really can't think what she's been up to. Um, that's it. When it comes to Taylor Swift, am I shocked? Not really. Like, don't mess with Tay Tay. Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, they have this power that dominates. And like, let's just be honest. Blum knew what he was saying by "Look what you made me do." Like, he's quoting her lyrics while doing his stuff. Like, you don't mess with it. Like, Kanye got hate when he interrupted that speech and then made up with her because he knew it wasn't worth it. Like, Taylor's a powerhouse. It's impressive as all hell, as all HE double hockey sticks. That the whole world has been like, okay, we gonna step back. Like, no one wants to do a Barbenheimer right now and be like, yeah, let's all jump on. Everyone's like, no, no, no. Let Taylor have her era. I'll come 2 weeks later. Relax. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Like, it says a lot that people are aware she's that powerful. It just shows what the screens are going to be like. That they're going to be like, yeah, she gets the big screen, and everyone's like, okay, all right, I'm not arguing. I'm not going to say I can challenge her. Well done to own that kind of power. Well done.
I'm gonna say something that may shock the world here. I, I'm not throwing shade. I mean this legitimately. AJ, my partner in crime, mate, will be the first to say that I'm not as clued up as I once was on music. I probably couldn't name you a single Taylor Swift song, and I'm being real. That's how
Hey,
in the dark. I mean that. So I don't have an opinion. I hate Taylor. I love Taylor. I literally have no opinion. I don't think it's one of those things where she's such a megastar. Where if you probably played me a song, there's a chance I'd say, "Oh, that. Yeah, I've heard that. I didn't even realize that was her." But I couldn't name you a lyric. I couldn't name you a song of hers. I'm a movie guy and a wrestling guy. Music died for me when Chester Bennington died. So listen, the thing I love about this is that it's only good for cinema because what it could do is that some people who don't necessarily go to the cinema that much, but who are like hardcore Taylor Swift fans, are going to go watch a movie, probably have a really good experience, and then there'll be that association of, oh, cinema equals fun time, and there's a chance that they'll go again. That's why it's so important that movies like this Eras tour, movies like Barbie, movies like Oppenheimer, which get huge, even the Meg 2, which I thought was a steaming pile of junk, got butts in seats. So it's important, whether you like the movies or not, it's important for cinema globally that these big movies or these big productions like the Eras concert are successful, to create that feeling of happiness and joy for cinema goers to keep them coming on back. Anything you want to add to this?
Yeah. Do you know, like, two things? One, I believe One Direction actually had like a concert movie and it didn't do those kind of numbers. But more importantly, and I'm not saying that cinema has been a male-orientated thing or what have you, but we've had the whole era of comic book, which is slightly more male-orientated than it is female and whatnot.
For sure.
Your bonds and your actions and what have you.
For sure.
When you take Barbie and Era's impact, it looks like the needle is moving the other way, and that's quite interesting. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's an interesting thing who the target audience is now and what is going to impact cinema going. Because respectfully, I'm not saying you can't be a guy who doesn't enjoy a Taylor Swift movie or concert, but we all know her demographic. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm down with Taylor Swift. I've purchased Taylor Swift music before Apple Music became a thing. Like she's got some bangers, man. But in the same breath,
you don't get to be that successful if you don't.
I will pay stupid money to go and watch Money in the Bank. I am not paying stupid money to go to a Taylor Swift concert. Do you get what I'm saying? But people will. And I'm talking about the target demographic when I say that. So well done, Taylor, one more time. And it's interesting to see where the needle is moving and what we might be seeing coming out in cinema in the future, if this is the game changers that have happened of this year.
I don't think it's overly going to change the direction that cinema's going in. But, you know, as I said, any cinema success is a success.
I'm talking the genres of movies.
Oh, the thing is that as a guy who's not, I've said it, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, not because I don't like her, because I don't know any of her music. I've seen the trailer for this movie concert. Like, the production on it is exquisite. Like, I'd watch it just from a production standpoint to see it's impressive. Like, it made me go, yeah, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan and I'm impressed by this. People who are Taylor Swift fans, I imagine, are going to go ape for this.
Interesting.
But let us know down below, guys. Are you Swifties? Are you Tay-Tayers? What are they called? Swifties? Yes.
I don't know. I just know she's known as Tay-Tay, and Swifties sounds right because that was in my head as well.
Let's go with Swifties. Yeah. Are you Swifties? Are you excited for this? Are you giving this a miss? Let us know all down in the comment section below, please, guys.